Oh, right. You all ready for this? Do fortress. Teutonic. Playing as the Teutons. Some wholesome conversation. Ooh, that is a lot for me to do. I just woke up. And I was trying to get into the mood because the last casting I absolutely messed up. I don't know if you can tell from my voice, but I'm like. But that being said, what is better than having a cupper of the coffee, enjoying a Teutonic Fortress game? Teutonic Fortress plays in a very, very unique way. He often goes for a fortress. He lures his boars with his scout. That is what he is all about. Doesn't want to create idle time, even though these villagers over here are walking back to the TC, creating tons and tons of idle time. But his ultimate goal is to just make this beautiful Teutonic Fortress and get into his ultimate composition. Not every single game goes to Imp, but Teutonic Fortress surely tries to get every single one of his games into Imp. And there he goes again. He's going to get another board? No, not yet. Now, the way that he manages to get to Imp is to not take any damage in earlier ages. He does small walls, he does towers, normally on his wood line and on his stone. Wow, he has actually some really, really bad stones over here. Luring that second boar, can he get that in without losing his scout? He would actually be a really good lamer, now that I think about it, because he always lures his boars with his scout. What I really like about Teutonic Fortress is that he values every individual unit. This scout eventually will go into his castle and then will be healed up. I've watched enough Teutonic Fortress games to know that this man truly cares about every individual unit, about every individual relic as well. I've seen this man win with 2 relics post-Imperial Age, just keeping Teutonic Knights alive with the Teutonic Formation. If you don't know what the Teutonic Formation is, if he does reveal it in this one, you are in for an absolute treat. It has monks in there for healing. It has hand cannoneers in there, and it has Teutonic Knights on the outside. Looks like he's going to go for the deer on the outside. I should probably talk about his opponent. His opponent is playing as the Japanese. Was up relatively earlier, which means that his eco will be a little bit weaker, so really needs to find the damage now. I'm surprised he didn't go for men at arms, because men at arms for Japanese attack a little bit faster. This game is played at around 1100 elo. It normally displays over here. I don't know why it's not displaying here, so it's not like the craziest ELO, but that's okay. That's okay, as my daughter would say, because they're playing in the way that they want to play the game. I have tried the Teutonic Fortress strategy at higher elo, and I've gotten absolutely clapped by it. There's the tower, there is a market, and I would not be surprised to see a blacksmith. Teuton's also really nice to boom up to the next age, due to the fact that they build their farms significantly cheaper. Also would not be surprised if he just deleted all of this area. And this is odd for Teutonic Fortress. He normally doesn't drop this many farms in this disorganized of a way. He normally has a very set out square that he goes for, which hopefully we will see in Castle Age. And his opponent also not going super duper aggressive. Yeah, he is making 2 stable, I want to say stable, 2 archery range archers, but not choosing to be super aggressive with them. Now coming forward, and he's going to be surprised that he's not going to be able to find any damage once. However, please wall this off before all those archers run in. And sure enough, there's a tower. Just hop into the tower, and that is very, very annoying. Additional towers now coming out so that those farms can't be harassed. That is a lot of archers from blue. It took him a while to get those archers, but now he cannot find any additional damage. I don't know if all of these towers were necessarily necessary. I love saying that, necessarily necessary. And these archers are just standing idle on top of this hill. That's hilarious. 37 villagers from Teutonic Fortress to 41. Definitely has had some idle TC time. I think he just wants to reach the Castle age. Yep, he does garrison now. Getting to Castle, hopefully before his opponent. Maybe going to go for some mango defense against this many archers. Blue is just kind of standing here dumbfounded. Hasn't seen any Teutonic Fortress units yet. Does need a mining camp over here, but I think he's waiting for Castle to just drop down a TC over there, because I know Teutonic Fortress longer than today. And if there's one thing he does not like to construct, it is mining camps or lumber camps. He will let these people walk idle indefinitely as long as he can drop a TC on them. I think these archers actually could find some damage if they put them on the perimeter here as they are chopping closer and closer and closer. But Blue has a lot to deal with at home in terms of managing his economy. I love how he's making additional walls at home. That's not going to be necessary at all. And here come the additional TCs. Here comes the sun, little darling. It's alright. Do 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 do. Would love to see a mango actually, just to clear this up a little bit better. I do love the towers, and he is resisting the onslaught of his enemies relatively well. If he garrisons over here, he could pick off some archers. Yep, bye-bye archers. John Cena. KD is 3-0 in Teutonic Knight's favor. Now crossbow comes in. It's going to be easier for his opponent to snipe some of these. More towers coming up. That's interesting. Teutonic Fortress really loving the tower defense in this particular game. Teutonic players obviously able to garrison more villagers into the towers. So towers are relatively strong defense. There was a game in which Viper actually had a great game with Teutonic tower defense, reached castle age without building any military, and then just dropped down a castle. This game kind of reminds me of that. Has tons of farming area, more towers being constructed, no castle yet on the horizon. This is a little bit surprising to me, because normally Teutonic Fortress drops down a tower right in the center of this. I love the spacing of this as well. Look at the spacing of these towers. Look at the mandala it is creating in the center of it all. And he's just looking to go for his ultimate composition at this point. Finally, the villager count in his advantage, but he hasn't invested anything into army, which is fine, because Blue really needs some siege in order to deal with, well, towers. And instead, he is just adding more archers to the mix. 43 archers just standing idle. Now, the last thing you want at lower elos is idle military. And that military, my friends, is idler than idler. Towers, just towers from Fortress. That is wild. I don't think I've seen this many towers in a Teutonic Fortress game ever. Normally what he does is he constructs one tower on the wood line and then one tower on the stone. But he is way past that point with all of these additional towers, even adding additional houses to stop these archers from raiding him. Now the siege workshops come out. Now the castle finally comes up. He snuck over to this forward stone as well. He's doing some Ace of Emeraldsing over here. Can he get some massively chunky hits? A forward castle from Blue, but Rut-row Raggy. Oh! Pop! Oh god, I don't think he fully realized that. And this one didn't path very well either. And another one. Oh, they're on the hill as well. Get it, Fortress, get it. Can he dodge them both? Oh, he dodges. Kind of dodges. And these villagers are now like, can we even get that castle up? Oh, pop him. Pop him. Drop him. These villagers are actually on the castle foundation. That's hilarious. Oh, and he places a house there. Oh my god. That was absolutely epic. 16 to 2. Is losing these villagers on the stone. He actually pushed them towards the stone over there. These villagers have nowhere to go. They're going to try and destruct the castle on the front over here. I don't think that's going to work out too well, as those are all in range of these towers. Going for another house on the correct spots, but did actually construct that. Now he just has to hop into those towers in the hopes that he can deny this castle. I think he should be able to deny. Yeah, there's no way that this castle goes up. Did he get Bakken arrow on these yet? Yes, he did. Now, these villagers may not be able to get reached. Ooh, big shots on those. Oh my goodness. And another one. And the tower's also doing so much work. Oh my god. Oh no. He reached Imp, but there's no castle on the front. And Imp is now also reached from Teutonic Fortress. That was highly entertaining. 50 kills to 9. It's all about defending with a minimal force. Teutonic Fortress always says to me, I love the position of these two castles on the hills. I love how he doesn't want to give any hills to his opponents either. This is also something new that he has been incorporating with these low houses that he's constructing on those hilltops, just so that those villagers can't get away with a devastating castle on his face. And he is so content just sitting back here, getting onager, getting siege engineers, and just chilling, collecting all the resources he can, going into his ultimate composition eventually. I like how blue is defending this gold over here. Should definitely shoot those deer just to deny Teutonic Fortress from some late game gold. Chat is saying blue full Titanic. Yeah, when he was trying to construct that castle in the front, that was full flippin' Titanic. And Teutonic Fortress actually now stops producing villagers and is just going to go into his ultimate composition. Sip of the coffee? Or is he still constructing villagers? I can't really tell. No, I think he's done constructing villagers. I think he's just going into his ultimate comp now. He has what he needs, and that is full siege onager against archers. I think blue should really try and switch into either samurai or into, can you go knights even with Japanese? I don't think knights are very good for Japanese. They missed the last armor upgrade, and I don't think Japanese get paladin either. Teutonic, I want to say Teutonic Fortress, but the Teuton player suffers from lack of mobility. Their paladins, for example, don't get, oh man, I'm losing all the names for all of the things. They do not have the ability to produce. Oh no way! Oh, you want my relic? No relic for you. I wonder if Teutonic Fortress has collected some of these. They don't get husbandry. Husbandry is what I was looking for. That was my relic, and I will collect that relic. The final upgrade coming in for his guard towers now. Keep is coming in. Arbalest coming in from the Japanese player. Really needs to get some trebs. Neither player has really committed to trebs. I think trebs here would definitely allow you to push forward. And holy guacamole, that is a lot of onagers. I'm hoping that we get some really juicy onager shots. We already had some nice mango shots. These are not even onager, they're siege flipping onager. Bye-bye, John, see ya. 67 kills to 9. Absolutely glorious. Blue has 200 pop, and Teutonic Fortress has 137. It doesn't even matter. He could, oh my god, the flattenings here. The absolute flattenings. He's just going into his ultimate tech here. He doesn't care. I have 100 something vills. I don't need more than that. Sip of the coffee. Just enjoy this one up. I don't think that that was the best TC, but it's fine. He really wanted to collect that additional gold, denying his opponent from any gold. These guys should go back to work, obviously. The light cab, not a bad addition, although it is going to be very tricky to get any value out of this light cab, as there are towers literally all over Teutonic Fortress's base. And now we go into the post-Imperial stage, and this is where Teutonic Fortress really does shine. Only one of them is on gold. All of these villas should be on that gold. No damage to be had from the Japanese player. I like this trebuchet. It really should have come out like 5 hours earlier. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Obviously, oh my goodness gracious. Oh my god, that was disgustingly delicious. 122 kills, full light cap sending. A Japanese obviously not getting Hussar, and he's just desperately looking for some damage to be done. He's like, I have 200 pop, but I am not taking any engages at all. This is the only spot that blue can really comfortably hit, is this lone TC at that last part of the gold. And sure enough, here comes, oh, the sun, little darling. It's alright. Do 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 do. The unique tech from Teuton's also super disgusting. I think he's making a full switch around, realizing that he can't push on the left side, now going to the far right side. That one TC, he really wants it down, does not want him collecting any more gold. Blue, by the way, also has no gold collection at this time. I wonder how many relics he has. Teutonic Fortress has a total of 1 relic. That means that blue has 4 relics, which normally I would say would be significantly in his favor, but I don't see Teutonic Fortress really losing very much gold anytime soon. Blue should actually come forward and capitalize on having that gold now available to him. Gold wins games for the most part. I mean, all of this wood stuff and whatnot, and yeah, it's pulling the KD more even. However, it doesn't really matter anymore, does it? 50 villagers is totally fine. Both of them are laughing. They're kind of in this forced stalemate due to the turtling nature of the Teutonic Fortress strategy. I would love for him to start chopping the wood now, as we have another big engage mounting. All of these trebs probably going to go for that castle, and now the siege onagers coming forward, needs to snipe these light cav. Boom, 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 boom. Bye bye, John. See ya. No, 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 no. Needs to get these arbs though, because those halbs are just going to get helter skeltered, extra meltered, just nipping some of those trees. Oh, the bombard cannons as well. Light cav all over the place, trying to get some good surrounds, doing some decent work on those siege onagers. But man, do those Teutonic castles put in work, as well as those halbs. Obviously, halbs, very nice counter to the light cav. Not getting Hussar. Oof, oof, just barely touching the arbalest with those huge siege onager starts. Look at the amount of scorpions that he's gone into. I really like that. I think scorpions, heavy scorpion, at a certain point is better than onager. If you have like 4 onagers, you're going to basically kill everything with those onager shots anyway. But the scorpions really allow you a nice radius of effect and allow you to control certain areas. Also, they're a little bit cheaper on the gold. Ooh, ooh. Oh, we got there just in time, and just the rest as well. Oh, so gross. So flippin' gross. Blue's doing a good job not spending a whole bunch of his gold. Both players have tons of wood in the bank. I would like to see, where's the market over here? What is the wood price? So if you're in a situation like this and the wood price is not completely shot yet, you should absolutely sell a whole bunch of your wood. Abuse the market best of your ability. In addition, you should also be selling your food because the food price is really good as well. This is something for a lot of late game players that you can take advantage of. He could also repair this castle, but he doesn't actually have any more stone to repair that, which is really unfortunate because this castle is putting in tons and tons of work. There is still some gold on the map on that far right side earlier that we discussed. He could definitely be taking advantage of that gold. Big shots from these siege onagers just over and over and over again. Line them up just to knock them down. Only has 100 population. Needs more barracks to construct more halbs would be my suggestion. I think this is another thing that lower elo players really struggle with. It is the continuous production of units from enough buildings. Now I know that he has tons and tons of barracks, but if you're floating at around 124 pop, you need to just add 10 more Raxes. Who cares if they're instantly dying? You can be resupplying those continuously without any problemo. Blue trying to get a runaround over here. Going to go back to that TC that has now constructed some villagers. Oh, the TC is gone, but the villagers were gathering some gold. That gold is going to be sent straight into the abyss as some of the halbs chase them down. Oh, the arbs just getting flattened again and again and again and again and again. Teutonic Fortress actually could push forward just ever so slightly. Tries to get the surround on them, but the scorpions are there to clean them all up. Light cap is not working for our blue player. Throwing these halbs in front to tank the castle fire, no problem with that once. However, castle actually went down, and now could actually be in threat of losing some of his base. I really would have liked to have seen Teutonic Fortress chop Blue's wood with his onagers. I think in the super late game that is another thing that you can do, but the gold is running scarce. Even though Blue has a whole bunch of relics, or at least he should have a whole bunch of relics. Yes, he does have 4 relics. I thought he did because Teutonic Fortress only had 1. Ooh, target these arbs. Run! Run, see ya! And this is just how he loves to play the game. I played Blue 5 days ago. It looked like wow. Yeah. You played Blue 5 days ago? Or you played Teutonic Fortress 5 days ago? That's actually a nice engage against some of those siege onagers. Those siege onagers are quite expensive. They're actually melting the archery ranges, which is pretty hilarious. And they're also firing upon their own trebs. This is not the best spot for him to engage on. I love how Blue is just running around from all different angles. And Teutonic Fortress is absolutely melting everything. Now, Blue only 116 pop, but Teutonic Fortress not much above that, although he should be able to just push through with this death ball. Needs significantly more stables, Blue does, but now is lacking the food. Once again, could just sell a whole bunch of that wood, buy a whole bunch of food, and keep producing, but needs a different unit, I feel like, in this composition. Mass abandoning his town over here. Run! John Cena, and just doesn't have the military numbers in comparison to Teutonic Fortress. Teutonic Fortress has almost 100 military buildings. Oh, I love how he's just trying to keep these onagers alive for as long as possible. Halb now being teched into. I don't think Halb, I mean, Japanese Halb is really good. I don't think Halb is going to be enough. The farms are getting mowed down. What are those guys with the sifts called? The sites? Yeah, absolutely mowing these down. And nice trying to snipe these onagers, but it's not going to quite be enough. Only 1 relic of gold generation for Teutonic Fortress in this entire ordeal. Keeg doesn't resign. Well, there you go. He's not resigning right now. And I guess we'll speed it up because I think this game is actually over at this point. Keeg is just like, no, I keep going. I keep playing. All the farms have been scythed down. The helps are absolutely anywhere. You have no vills. How is this possible? Hacks. About 43. Oh, I love the saltiness. I love how he's getting a little bit salty. And being frugal with revs where possible. I love how Teutonic Fortress is just explaining it to him. And yeah, this is very, very possible. He didn't kill a whole bunch of his resources. I think blue is super salty and just rerunning to different areas in the hopes of rebooming. But I don't think there's any chance for a reboom. Ooh, that is so many. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was so many light cav that just bit the dirt over there. I sped that up a little bit too much. Should have enjoyed that huge light cav hittery. 17 villagers, and Keeg is not surrendering at all. He's like, more archers, more samurai. We still have a chance, or we can still do this. He should have said you don't have any gold income because I have 4 relics. But now those relics are slowly being transported into Teutonic Fortress's base over here. Free 4 pretty soon. I love how he's walking these long distance just to be sure. Oh, coming with the samurai to protect those relics. Good call there from Keeg. But this game has been over for some time now. And Teutonic Fortress can just simply push in nice and slowly. I'm glad he's salty again. I'm never glad that people are salty. I like the champion switch here. The champion switch is not bad. He had a bunch of res. But I just think that these... I love how he's doing this. He's actually protecting the Trebs by means of a continual barrage. He's looking around. Where's his vills? Where's his vills? And then the champions are just going to absolutely eat it against the castle fire. Not much damage to be found. I'm going to take down your market, dude. I'm going to take down your market. Meanwhile, he's getting slow pushed into oblivion. Oh! Big shots incoming. Full skirmisher. Full skirmisher. Oh my god, that's amazing. No, just melt him. Just melt him. Come on. Big shot, big shot. Oh, there go all the halbs. These skirms must be poop lording their pants right now. Here they come, here they come. Get him, get him, get him. Oh, he's running. He's targeting the individual halbs. That's amazing. Made one night. Oh! Oh my god, so satisfying. Oh, he's rebooming on the... Does this man not have enough? Be right back. 1 minute. No. He said, this man says no. He's letting him reboom. Oh my god. The disrespect. Sorry, I have to make a sandwich at my base over here. Oh my god, absolutely majestic. And blue's not giving it up. Oh my god, the level of salt. He never quits. It's so beautiful. I mean, respect. Like, that is how you actually get better. He's probably like, I am back in this. I'm buying castles. I can still maybe do this. My opponent is AFK. He's just going for these motions and he's just going to get wiped out again. You don't have villagers. I have villagers. I'm going to wipe you out, dude. I love how Teutonic Fortress's base is taking more and more shape. It's going to be very difficult for his opponent to push. I think that's why Teutonic Fortress stopped his attack, is so that he could get a better fortress over here. And that is quite majestic, if I do say so myself. That is quite beautiful. And I love how all the little ants are moving around in him. He picked up 3 relics. Actually, blue still has 2 relics over there. Cannot get in range of that castle, obviously. But blue, you must know that you're roasted at this time, right? I do love the salt. Look at all these skirmish. Oh my god. The skirm edition, I don't feel like was the best edition, but he's 200 pop again. He's 200 pop again. He's running in with the light cab. Where are his villagers? I must get his villagers. He's not collecting any res. Are we gonna get to a point where all the wood on the map is going to be chopped? It is very, very possible. Teutonic Fortress is playing regicide. Yeah, he totally is. I mean, look at that base. Now he's added in the Teutonic Knights. Oh, he does the fortress formation. Look at this. This is the unkillable formation. Absolutely amazing. So it's a whole bunch of Teutonic Knights on the outside. Then you have the hand cannoneers on the inner square, and then the monks on the square in that, so that it basically just cannot die. They shoot the ranged units, and obviously has a whole bunch of additional army in it as well. But isn't that cool? Look at that. I think it's 9 monks in the middle, 11 monks in the middle. This can hold. I've seen this hold for so long. And sure enough, Blue's coming over with his one little treb. No problemo. Oh, I wanted to see another big shot. Nope, no such luck. Blue is running out of things to take. There's no resources here to take anymore. Oh, he's coming all the way up to the front. Teutonic Fortress just melting house after house after house after house after house. Hand cannoneers now popping. Pop, 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 pop. Oh man, the Teutonic Fortress formation is absolutely majestic as well. Blue running back over to the other side just to collect some more wood. He must be like, oh man, this guy's so low on resources over here. If we can just make more stuff. Keeg is really not resigning, which is absolutely amazing in my point. Teutonic Fortress actually giving him a chance to reboom, and he has not made the best out of it. Oh, get back into the formation. Yeah, you don't want to leave that sacred formation, that's for sure. Absolutely hilarious how these hand cannoneers do so well. None of these units in the Teutonic formation have actually died because they get healed up by those monks in the center of them. It's a very slow moving formation, but it's absolutely amazing. Look at this. All these monks are healing up. Oh no, no! Don't let them get the monks! Not the monks! I love how he sometimes splits off the Teutonic Knights as well. I could watch this particular formation indefinitely. I love the light cab running around too, trying to find damage and just getting murdered by murder holes. There's no way that Blue could ever push except with a whole bunch of rams, is what I was gonna say. And here he comes! Rams! Ram train! It has been going on. Oh no! Oh no! How quickly is this going to be absolutely dissolved? No, Blue, he's not even targeting all of them. And he's just targeting the houses. There were so many rams here, and now there's none. Some more scuffling going on over here. He's laughing. Teutonic Fortress is laughing. There's no way. How's your wood? Like, wood is becoming important now. It doesn't matter. You're not killing any of his units, dude. Don't you understand? His units are dying. You still have those relics? Where is his monastery? Okay, so now he has 2 relics. He had 4 before, now only 2. Wood 6k and 8k food, 500 gold. Does not have 500 gold, mind you, but the other resources were quite accurate. I love how he's still in this game. I don't think there's very much wood still on the map. These farms are eventually going to run out. Is it going to be one of those situations where stubbornness, yeah, 58 trees, a total of 4k wood still on the map? That's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Keeg wins his games by means of his stamina. That's interesting because Teutonic Fortress also has tons of gaining stamina. So it's kind of like an unstoppable force hitting an immovable object. The unstoppable force being Keeg here, and the immovable object being Teutonic Fortress. And I favor the immovable object in this situation because the unstoppable force requires res. I love how he's taking down military buildings with light cav at this point. Paladino now, oh my god. Papa Paladino, do. It's really the quantity versus quality here that is making the big difference. I know that Teutonic Fortress now has more units, but for a long period of time he was on 100, not having too much of an issue. And look, they're coming back, heal them back up, and send them back in, and heal them back up. Send them in, heal them 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 up. You send them in, you 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 heal them up. Send them in and you heal them up. You send them in and you heal them up. We're collecting everything that we can. A long distance. Lumber camping. Oh my god, I missed the explosion of the blue units over here. We're down to 2,300 kills for Teutonic Fortress and 900 kills for Keeg. Hand Cannoneers here. Actually a pretty good addition. I think that's going to clear up a lot of the stuff over here. This is actually a pretty solid engage from Keeg until the Paladin break through and now are absolutely ravaging his lines. But Teutonic Fortress actually lost quite a bit there. Now he's going to go with the full freaking scout spam. That's hilarious. So Teutons don't actually get any upgrades on their scout cavalry. So he's just going full scouts. Oh, he has a samurai as well as a captive. That's amazing. Is that in here? Yes, he has one samurai as a captive in his castle. That is absolutely amazing. I love Keeg's stamina on this. I think we're actually at the point where we're fully out of wood. Let me see. 452 wood remaining on this map. And Keeg has no more wood in the bank. And Teutonic Fortress still has 5k. What do you do now, Keeg? What do you do? What do you do for a Klondike bar? Teutonic Fortress is an absolute beast, and Apathy, I would love to play some games with you. I want to cast a couple of additional games here, but after that, yeah, I would be more than down to. Hopefully they won't all be as long as this game is, as I've been casting this for 37 minutes, but these guys have been playing this for approximately 3 hours at this point. Keek's still trying to get some damage in, but I don't think he's going to get very much damage in on Teutonic Fortress, just the way that he has set this up. Still more light cav being produced. I found wood, yay, and then he deletes all of his villagers. There's no more wood on this map at all. That 10k food is the last of the food that Keeg has. The absolute last. Teutonic Fortress is just using this area to continuously farm protected. And all he has to do is, well, wait till all of Blue's farms run out. There's nothing more that Blue can do. He's literally going to get to a point where he has no resources anymore. Is this how you play all your games? You find this fun? For the most part. I like fighting my opponents at their best in Imperial Age or Castle. Aren't fights you just wall and castle your base and sit? It's basically I sit. Depends. I like to under siege. I make siege when you have 10 onagers all times, lol, hahaha. You're more of backup. I mean, this is literally as boring as it gets. You just play to run out of res, lol. Depends. I believe outlasting your res. Yeah, he is actually outlasting his res. I think Keeg has whole different levels of salt going on, thinking, I shouldn't be losing this. This is stupid. This is dumb. He's still 61 light cav queued up over here. I have a alarm clock going off. Stop that alarm clock over here as well. Oh wait. Don't worry. If I ever match you again, I'll just instant resign because this was the hugest waste of my life. Oh man. That was amazing, wasn't it? The hugest waste of my life. Almost 2,000 scout cavalry constructed. All 2,000 bit the dust and then some. Let's look at the KD over here. Absolutely insane. Blue collecting a lot more resources. I love that Blue just tries to win with his tenacity by means of never resigning. But you can't never resign against somebody who is never getting hurt. And with that, let's take a look at this Teutonic Fortress formation. You have 29 Teutonic Knights on the outside, 20 hand cannoneers on the inner ring, and 11 monkers on the ring within. Memes, and dreams. Keep on walking.